Hello there, everyone. Welcome back to some more Let's Play the Void. In the last cycle, we went to the Pangolin reservation in order to see what we could do to destroy it, as one of the brothers, Warden, had tasked us with this test, giving us 6 cycles to do it before I presume all the brothers will attack and try to destroy me. When we went there, we tried attacking it, and while we can harm it, it's going to take a sizable amount of color to succeed at attacking it from the outside. Uta was a bit incredulous at how we were attempting to fight it, and mentioned that it can't be killed this way that we're trying. It's a pangolin. It can only be hurt from the inside, which would mean that we would need to be eaten in order to actually harm it from the inside. But it doesn't actually work that way either, because the pangolin uses a long proboscis to drain the color and or life at the things that it grabs. We allowed it to grab us, and we were unable to do anything after it had done so, insomuch that we can't spend color while it is holding on to us. However, it was unable to destroy us as it could with the hoppers patrolling its domain. We then were contacted by Color, who mentioned that the brothers, Warden, had given us a task where he didn't think we would be able to accomplish it. That in the end, all we were going to do was die to this creature, and or become a vessel, just like them, that stores color but never spends it. Color, however, was impressed that we did not die to the creature, and informed us that, although we're going to struggle and potentially not pass the brothers' tests, we passed its, and it has chosen us to help it. It told us then that what we needed to do to destroy the pangolin would be to access Una's realm, as there was a heart there called Web, which we would need in order to destroy the pangolin. To that end, we filled Uta's second heart with color, and made it to Una, but not before Uta told us that we needed to rush to Ola and help her, that she's starving, and that she's our sister, apparently. When we arrived at Una's, we found her quite impressed with pain. She seems to be a bit of a masochist, as she is on fire. There's also the sounds of pain and suffering echoing in the hallways of the factory, or the furnace? Smithy? That her realm resembles. She was a bit direct with us. No time to mince words or be abstract and roundabout with what she wanted to tell us. She blames us for the current predicament that the sisters find themselves in. Still, we were able to fill one of her hearts, satisfying the first one, and we gained access to another one of her chambers. We found 2 hearts total, one called Bait, which we can use to attract all of the critters in a chamber, drawing them to it from, it sounds like, any location where they'll come and feed on the color that we left by drawing the glyph. We also found the web glyph, which creates this floating spider-like golem. It seeks out the closest unaffected creature, and by unaffected I mean by a web, and ensnares it, or ensorrels it. This creature is then cursed, and if something else then devours it, the pangolin, it will take damage when it does so. The more color used to create the golem, the more damage which will occur to the creature as it feeds on the other thing which we had so cursed. So now we have the means to actually hurt the thing, but now we need the color to do so. It's going to require a bit of nerva to actually create the number of webs we're going to need. And we need to be very careful about doing it, in so much that we can kind of mess it up a bit. I guess we'll talk about that really quick right now. It is possible that we could, in our attempt during our battle against the pangolin, be at a place which is rather unsafe to be, and in my panicking, throw myself off the ledge. If this occurs, all of the web spells we had put onto the hoppers will expire, and they will be uncursed when we go back into that area again.
I'll be your guiding light.
Did I not take the crimson from the crimson tree up there? I can't remember. At the very end of that cycle, we came back to here. Where is this? Bridge. We came back. I did take the color from it. We came back to Bridge and grew a crimson and a gold tree. We're going to be converting a great amount of these colors today. Speaking of which, let's go ahead and put some crimson in us, as we're going to want these colors so we can use these colors in our fight against the pangolin. We also will be wanting to fill Una's second heart, and we're going to want to do that same thing for Ellie and Ira as well. Every sisters should probably have 2 of their hearts satisfied. We learned from the brothers, as well by their random commandments that they occasionally say as we're out in the void, that it is forbidden, it is taboo for us to speak to any sister, except for the sister that is our charge. Which means we are continuing to break all sorts of different taboos. But the brothers, I suppose they are more amused than horrified at us at the moment. Or at the very least, they want to see if we can accomplish the impossible tasks that they've given us. 3 other brothers also emerged from the nightmare near the end of the last episode, and we met Echo, a sister that is not confined to a chamber. She actually floats about on the passages that we've seen out in the void, and we can meet her and give her color. But to do that, I'm going to want to make sure that we notice her at first, so we can properly put color into us before we speak to her, as I believe when we give her color, it will affect the current sister's realms that we are within. Alright, holy crap, that was a fantastic summary. It only took me, I think this was a second attempt at it. Let's head back out into the void. Oh, into the void really quick as well. This episode is going to have probably 1 or 2 more breaks that might be a bit more awkward, because I'm expecting some phone calls from my brothers. We're hanging out tonight. Not that anyone really cares. Let's go back out to the void, though, and see where we're going next. Okay, everyone. I took a peek at what was inside Kay's chamber by hovering over it, and there is an incredible amount of both violet and azure there. There's way too much for us to pass that up. We need to go there and collect that color before one of the brothers takes it. So that's going to be our next destination. At this point in the game, we need to also begin considering how much color it will take us to reach a location, and if it would be worth going to that location to take the color that is within it. There's a little bit, for example, of emerald here in whatever location this is. I actually don't have this one written down on my map. And this is Twist. And there's a little bit of gold here, but not enough in these locations to warrant me actually going there to collect it. At least not at this moment. The emerald might be a little tempting, since we are beginning to run out of emerald trees scattered about. But maybe we can make up for that by growing something over in Una's realm later today. In any case, I'm going on a tangent again. The color it would take us to get there would probably not be made up by the color we would acquire there. So only if I was looking to fill one of Ellie's other hearts would I be interested in going up in this area to collect that color. Anyway, that's a bit roundabout to say that we're going to caves and we're going to ignore this area today. I'm intending to fight the pangolin. We just need more color over here in our Nerva in order to do that. I'm going to probably be sticking with about 11 or 10 color to move me around to these different locations. Wow, and all 3 brothers are moving out, so I have a hunch that they are coming over here. One of them, at least one, must be going to caves. This is one of those times when I wish I did have more amber, because we could have drained more of our color out of our hearts quickly in order to fill this up. We're going to want quite a bit of color over there during the battle versus the pangolin. I suppose we can just keep filling our hearts with color. We did grow an azure tree, and it looks like there's an incredible amount of color in caves. So let's even take more azure and violet out of us. And let's head on over to caves. Oh, and everyone, I'm expecting an enemy here today. We filled another tree here in Ava's realm, and we did fill her second heart. We also did a bunch of various stuff over at Bastion, which means that we've probably damaged Ava's realm to the point where there'll be a predator in caves now. If there is one, I'm expecting there to be one large hopper here. It'll give us an excuse to try one of our attack glyphs. Let's head on in. There is. Okay. It sees me.
Wasting soul.
Okay. Holy crap. What I did there was, I heard it roar, and so my first thought was, it's going to actually get an attack at me, and it did. But the color we spent there protected us from losing any color thanks to its attack.
Wasp. This glyph creates an annoying golem out of dust and dead roots. After creation, the wasp golem follows its creator until it's chased away with a drop of color. Hawk. This glyph creates an obedient golem out of sharp twigs. After coming to life...
Okay, so I think that... So, bear with me. I haven't cast an attack glyph for several months. And I don't think I had both of these the last time I had reached cycle 14. Wasp sounds like it's a homing attack. Hawk sounds like it's like an arrow that you point at it, you create it, point at an enemy, and it rushes towards it. Whereas Wasp sounds like you create it, touch it with color, and then it goes and seeks out the closest thing, whatever it is, but will hunt it down. Since we're in a twisty type of area here in caves, we're going to use the Wasp here. Okay, now I think we'll spend some gold. Oh god. Wow. Well, that was awful. I should have shielded myself right there. Holy crap. So that thing tore into us a little bit. I should have put emerald in us. But we have so much color, I think that's, in the end, is going to be... I mean, it's not okay. That's a bit embarrassing, but we killed it. The wasp looks like it just attacked it straight out also, which was good. Thankfully, oh, I should have even prepared for this. Wow, I made a bunch of mistakes here. So, I think the extra crimson we had in us helped assisted the fact that wasp did as much damage as it did. To my knowledge, the attack glyphs do more damage than brush strokes do. So we're going to want to use those from now on. I also panicked there. I forgot what the wasp symbol was briefly. And thankfully I had a little bit of silver in me, but we really made a bunch of mistakes there. Okay. Or I made a bunch of mistakes. You didn't, viewer. You knew what to do. I did not. Oh my god, look at all the color. Alright, so let's go ahead and leave. A bit of color here.
Don't fear death. There is no death in the void.
Remember, that these little critters will not pick up color as long as the droplet of color is moving. Wow, look at all the azure and violet just here in the form of fireflies and saplings. So the good news is we need another 100 or so violet converted to Nerva, especially given what we're going to be fighting today. We can probably put another 25 in us too. All right. So we can at least hold all of the azure
color of your power and fame.
saplings.
I am the color of your power and fame.
And we can hold another 72 color. As for our violet,
I will teach you to bring the dead to life.
once again, we can hold all the saplings, so we'll take all of them. I mean, so, why do I say that? There's no difference between leaving saplings here and leaving trees filled. The saplings should remain for the next cycle, as will the trees. So, I'm just saying it so I know how I'm going to start the collection process. Not because one's a better choice than the other, necessarily. Okay, we can hold another 77 violet. I gotta be careful if I want to take more azure, right? Because we grew another azure tree here like a day ago.
I will bring you luck.
Yeah, we should have put emerald in me at the very least. That would have made that creature damage a little less. Holy crap, we have 99... We have over 100 azure still here. Wow. Well, I guess we'll just convert more azure then. I can't hold more in our Nerva than what I've got in my hearts at the moment. We'll spend azure to move us around. I think we'll leave a little trickle of color here for one of the brothers to claim it. We'll leave what was in the other tree. There's 13 there. Yeah, and it's no longer worth saying the trap. We have yet, I think, to set a trap in this particular Let's Play, but I swear we will do it. I am rather nervous in particular about this location, because multiple brothers are moving around in this area, and we could have multiple brothers visit here, in which case the trap only protects this area from one of them. So, if you're looking to spend color to save color, that's not going to occur if there's multiple brothers here. But if you're looking to spend color to harm a brother, I believe that would be still a good use of it. Alright, let's head back out. Let me put a small break here as well, everyone. Okay, and now let's go to Pangolin. By the time we get over to Uta's chambers, we should have the color needed for the battle. So let's go over there.
It's okay, brothers. He's not alive, he's quite dead. He's silent because he didn't pass the trials yet, and that's how it should be. You have already heard the first commandment. Thou must keep and must not give. I will tell you the truth about the blessing of consumption. Giving is an unquestionable evil. Therefore, consumption is an unquestionable good. But brothers, do not consume to survive. We consume only to preserve. And we do not give, because one who gives will fall prey to this addiction. Listen to the voice of color, young one, and do not be tempted. Follow the true path, and you'll be glorified alongside the righteous ones. Then the secrets of life will reveal themselves to you.
Trumpetor, I believe, is the name of that one. And he has said, yet again, more conflicting information. Caterpillar told us that they cannot hear color. They do not hear color's voice. They don't know how to serve color. But Trumpeter makes it sound like they do. So either certain brothers can, and it's just acknowledged, they're lying to us, or they have, some believe certain things and others believe different things, and they've never really communicated with each other very much. Or, and it's a bit awkward to say, maybe I'm wrong? I mean, that's not an awkward thing to say, because I'm often wrong. Oh, we left silver over there in caves. That's going to be taken, didn't we? Because I saw silver pop up. Well, it looks like Whaler's going there, is my guess. So he's going to grab that color. Alright, well, Whaler, congratulations. The awkward thing I wanted to say is that I suspect that no one looked over the exact rules here, or there's more translation issues from Russian to English here. Because it's not, the rules and laws don't seem to be very consistent. And we're getting away with some things that makes no sense for us to get away with. So, once again, maybe the brothers are okay with us doing whatever it is we're doing currently, because we are completing a different type of task now. If we can defeat the Pangolin, that seems to be something that the brothers are unable to do. So maybe they're viewing us as a unnecessary evil at this moment. Or maybe when we defeat the Pangolin, the brothers will be even more angry at us, because we'll have proved yet again that we are destroying the world. And the battle against the Pangolin, by the way, is going to do a great deal of damage to Uta's realm, because we're going to have to spend quite a bit of color when we're there. And with all that said, let's get over there now. Okay. We should probably allow a little more color to flow into our Nerva before we do this battle. Let's wait here for another 10 cycles or seconds before we step in and begin this battle, because I want more color in our Nerva. Let's fill all the hearts with color first, this way we get as much as possible as time ticks by. Okay, let's let at least 10 seconds go by. Whaler's going. Mantid's leaving. Okay. We've converted all the amber that we had. We should have enough to do this, so I wouldn't mind having... I mean, I'll never mind having a little bit more before we fight the Pangolin. So I've done this twice before. Actually, technically, more like 12 times, because when I had recorded the game, I had practiced the fight against a Pangolin, so I understood what I was going to try to get myself into. So this shouldn't be too difficult, as long as I don't screw it up. This is all on my shoulders here to make sure I don't make any mistakes. Let's let 5 more seconds elapse. 1, 2, 3, 4. In we go. Oh, well, we're leaving immediately. We're gonna quick save. Okay, let's do this again. Having a hopper right in front of us? No. No, no, no. No, 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 no. Okay. Let's prepare for this battle properly, unlike the last encounter we just had with one of the hoppers. We're going to want to move around a bit. So let's go ahead and make sure we have 100 azure. Or enough azure in us to get 100% movement. Which is those 2 hearts. Arguably, we don't need any violet in us at the moment. We will want emeralds so we take less damage during the fight. That was gold. We took gold, okay. Put the gold into maybe these hearts. Once again, we want enough to benefit fully from the amount of defense we can gain. I'm not anticipating being grabbed by the pangolin, because we're going to try to stay below its attack range today. But just in case things go awry with the hoppers, we'll want more color in us. To my knowledge, anger does affect the damage that the web spell will do. So we're going to want to make sure that we have 100 crimson. Then, because we'll be casting lots of glyphs, we want to damage Uta's realm less severely. So let's get ourselves up to 100 frost as well. Finally, any leftover color that we want will be utilized as hit points. That doesn't give us a whole lot of room, so we only have 1 heart remaining. We'll put some violet in it. Now, the pangolin is going to begin feeding on these things, so we only have a limited amount of time to begin putting webs on them. Let's go ahead and start. We'll want about 40 color in each web that we cast. We also want to make sure that we don't accidentally hit one of the...
You're losing yourself.
One of these creatures with a slash, because that will... that will destroy it. And we don't want the pangolin to destroy these... we don't want to do the pangolin's job. Ooh, this is going to be a bit awkward, Tim.
Drop by drop.
Every time we're spending color here, though, if we were to fall off the ledge, we would have wasted all the color that we spent here. So I'm going to hope that we can do this in one go.
You're one step closer to death.
We have, thankfully, this amazing branch here to help us, because the hoppers can't reach us here. The web spell will seek out hoppers, or, well, creatures. I'm pretty sure it's creatures, so I think this might be the only thing you have to use it on. It'll seek out things that aren't already marked as well, which is really handy. That's useful to grab. Oh, there's another one up there. Let's go ahead and web another one.
You broke a taboo.
It'll be okay, brother. It does matter the colors that we are using. Remember that by spending emerald, we will be harming Uta more than if we had used a different color. Oh, there's moles. There's moles here. So the way this works is that if the AI can't path to you, that these creatures will then hop into the air and teleport themselves into a different location. Which means, as far as I can tell, this is the safest place to stay. And now all we should have to do is just wait. Now, when Uta was explaining web to us, she made it sound like the web spell is slowly killing these things. I don't think it works that way, and I think instead of saying web, it would be more appropriate to call this parasite. It's inside these creatures, but it won't kill them. Not itself. We would have to hurt these hoppers that we've marked. And this is the first time we're seeing the pangolin eat something that we have marked. Remember again that we are playing with the medium difficulty patch, which has weakened the game. It has made it easier for us. The pangolin has 15% less hit points than it would normally have. We also heard it briefly yesterday, and you might have noticed that its hit points were still lowered today. As far as I'm aware, the pangolin at least, maybe it works this way for other bosses as well, its hit points are permanent. It doesn't recover them at the beginning of a new cycle. And now we just wait. Most of this is going to be us just waiting. If we did it properly, and I do see there's one hopper who isn't marked, then I hope we filled enough color in the webs we sent out that it would be enough damage to kill this. And potentially leave only like one hopper left hopping around. Because then we can explore the rest of Pangolin together. I don't think we missed anything. I don't think there's like another... Oh, there's another one we missed. I don't think there's like a heart that we missed. But it's very hazardous for us to try to run around and avoid these things. So on one hand, I really like the idea of this creature. That you can't actually harm it so directly yourself. Although we saw we could, it would be really inefficient for us to do so. Although I think we could probably, over the course of several cycles, whittle it down without the use of the web spell. But this is a really neat idea. I like this. But it does mean that if we want to actually utilize this way to kill it, that we'll be waiting around. Wow, nice. So that's a green enchanted one. And notice the color by the light bar of this thing is green, which means it will take a sizable amount of damage for eating that particular hopper. And now there's no color listed there by its life slash or swoosh, whatever that's called. We'll call it swoosh from now on. So I think this means it's either supposed to be invulnerable or takes greatly reduced damage from any, no particular color will work better at harming it. I think 3 more will do it. And we've got at least 4 more hopping around at the moment who are enchanted. So we just have to be patient. Looks like we have 5 more hopping around. 1, 2. Oh, that was an unenchanted one. It'd be kind of neat if it healed a little bit, if it ate one that wasn't enchanted. You know what just occurred to me? I think what it's... So, it doesn't have a mouth, right? It only has that proboscis. So I think it's actually moving the creature around so that the proboscis can slosh around inside of it to try to find every single drop of color inside the thing. God, what an awful way to die. So there's an insect in real life called the wheel bug, or assassin bug. If you want to be a bit horrified, you can go and look it up. They've been over here in New Jersey for quite some time. They attack by stabbing something with their very large proboscis, and then filling it with fluid, which dissolves the internals of the thing. And then it sucks it out through the same proboscis like a straw. Its bite is supposed to be, or if it decides to do this to you, it's supposed to be extraordinarily painful. One of the more painful insects to have bitten you. They don't like being handled, from my reading about it. But they're marvelous hunters at keeping things out of your garden, if you're willing to have them be there. One more will do. And it looks like we have two more? Two more enchanted. I saw another unenchanted one that's up there at the moment. Looks like there's about 3 or 4 of the little moles running around, too. Yes! Alright, this should kill it. And then we get a reward. After we kill it, a ton of color, well, not a ton, all these little orbs of color will be gifted to us. It doesn't make up for what we used, but it is nice to have a reward such as that given. Unfortunately for us, there's also too many of these things left. I was hoping that there'll only be 1 left, but we've got at least 3. Okay, so let's try using our bait spell to see if we can grab some of these moles. At the same time, we'll walk around a bit and see if we miss anything here. That went exceedingly well. It really helps that I understood the secret place for us to stand, so we're not attacked by these things. It might feel a little bit like cheating, I suppose, what we did. But I'm not going to feel bad about it. Okay, let's see. So I kind of want... Wow, look at it. My god, that is a hideous looking thing. What an amazing creature this is, too. Like, I can't think of any game that has something that looks like it in it. That's just great. The attack, the way it hovers around on the tree bows and everything, it looks amazing. Okay, we're gonna kill one of these. Because I want to use the bait spell. So let's use a little bit of violet. And you know, I shouldn't be doing that. I should be using hawk or wasp.
Losing yourself.
Okay, this isn't doing the damage I thought it was going to do. Woo! Nice. And one of these little things is right here, so we can just drop a little bit of color.
Drop by drop. That's how life slips away.
30 gold. We'll take more azure. My god, look at this thing. That is incredible. I guess that's the eye that it has right there. Okay. Are we spending... So that dropped gold, so I'm guessing the other ones drop gold. Do we want gold? I don't think we do. I mean, we do, but we can't hold it. So... Let's prepare for leaving the Pangolin area now. So we can convert this 100 crimson that's in us. We can take another, like, 50 azure or so. All the emerald that's in us can stay. All the gold that's in us can stay. I guess that's all. Well, we got some amber, so we should convert more amber. It'll help convert all of this more quickly too. And we can grow an amber tree somewhere. We'll want amber for Irie, and we can grow that maybe in Una's domain. Oh my goodness, though, Tim, look at all the violet you have. You're going to want to convert that too. Okay, I think... I want to go violet in Una's realm, too. I think the plan for the rest of this day will just be to go over to Una's and just wait there. Grow a tree... Grow some trees with whatever color we can get in our Nerva. And then pluck up all that color and begin filling Una's second heart. And maybe... Ira's first heart. We also have Ima. We'll have the azure potentially tomorrow and the emerald. Especially if I grow a tree in Una's realm to feed Ima's second heart, and then we'll finally meet Ola. Okay, we'll play. I'm babbling. I'm so sorry, everyone. Let's just go ahead and leave. Yeah, let's go ahead and leave. We're, well, maybe not quite yet. We can always throw ourselves off the ledge, unprepared, just simply to go. But if I can get another one of those little moles... Uh-oh. Where are you going? Looks like we're throwing ourselves off the ledge after all, Tim. You got pinned? No, we did not. Aha! I don't think there's a third heart here. I think, by the way, if you did not get the heart that was left here as a tempting target for you...
I'll be your guiding light.
That you would have gotten the heart after you defeated the Pangolin. I think that's how that works. Yeah, I don't see any other, like, caves except for this one. Coming for you. Darn it! I want to know what color you drop. It's worth it.
I will bring you.
Even more azure. Nice. Alright! That does it. Goodbye, Pangolin. Looks like there's some violet up here in Una's realm. That's a mine called Hump. We could beat Patriarch. Is that Patriarch who's there? I can't remember. I think it is. That's Patriarch. I don't really care about the mines very much. Let's go to Morage again. Or we'll wait outside. Yeah, let's go to Morage. Wow, Tyrant and Whaler are both feeding off the color that we had in caves. There's nothing left in Bridge. Looks like Caterpillar's going there to investigate. Alright, so I'm going to put a break here, everyone, because I want to think about what colors I want to grow here. And I'm going to have to spend some amount of time looking at my color to make that calculation and decision. So give me a second. I'll be right back. Okay, everyone. So I've spent no time looking at the colors over in my life other than right now with you guys. It's the next day. Let's go ahead and head into Morage, and we'll see what trees we're going to grow here. My plan is to grow trees here. And then feed Ima tomorrow to make it to Ola. So that's going to be the plan. Let's get started with this, and we can chat for a little bit as we grow these trees. Oh, I like the sound of the creaking boat as well. Very thematic for the area that we are finding ourselves in. Alright, so what do you guys think of the pangolin? Interesting encounter, wasn't it? I'm unaware if there's anything else like it here in the world. Although by Cycle 14, when I had played this game during the summer last year, I did not yet explore every single location that was available to me. I don't think I had opened up the hearts for Ira. Although I've written down the names of the 2 reservations near her. I didn't visit all the locations near Ellie either. Nor did I visit Yanni. So these are things we're going to want to do in this episode. Or rather, well, soon. We also didn't visit any of the other mines. Hump here in Una's realm, or the wall over in Ima's. So we should probably think about doing that soon. My plan, though, for the rest of this episode is just to wait. I don't know where the brothers are going currently, but we have 40 seconds left of the current cycle. So I don't think we'll have to worry about them coming in here. So my plan is to start the next cycle from Morage here. And then we'll decide what we're going to do based on where the colors have spawned. Assuming we have more saplings, what have you, spawning. From there, I am planning on visiting Iri. I'm gonna keep messing up her name every single time until I hear her say her name. I at least want to fill one of her hearts. And the same, and with Ima, I would like to fill her second. Okay, well, let's go ahead and get started on growing some trees. So, before we do this, we want to make sure that we are prepared to grow trees. That means filling ourselves with enough silver to greatly reduce the damage that we'll do to Una's realm. Okay, I guess we might as well increase our speed just a little bit. And since we're growing trees, we're going to want all the inspiration we can get in us. Whenever I say stuff like that, by the way, what I mean to say is we want 100% of whatever benefit the colors are to help us with whatever task we are performing. So we need 100 total inspiration so that the trees are reduced in the amount of color it takes us to grow them. And I think we'll convert more gold while we're here. Alright, do I have amber? I have amber left here. We have enough amber to grow an amber tree today. Okay, so I think if I'm planning to fill Ima's second heart and then potentially visit Ola to fill one of hers, then we're going to actually want another azure tree grown. It's a bit of a mistake to grow it here in Una's realm, because this is going to hurt her realm a little bit. But you know, I just want to do it. So let's go ahead. We're going to have to give about 200 azure to Ima. We can pick up a little more azure from Bridge. I think we grew a tree there. Or in caves. The next day. The next cycle. So let's go ahead and start with an azure tree. Oh, it looks a little bit like a palm tree of sorts here over in Morridge. You know, we didn't check the ship for hearts. There might be a second heart here, so we should check it before we leave. I was so obsessed with grabbing the web down here the last time we had visited, it never occurred to me to check the rest of the ship. Let's grow an amber tree here as well.
You're losing yourself.
Oh, did the lights come on in the ship there? I think it did. Yeah, I don't think the lights were on inside that tower. Or this would be, I don't know what actually this is called. It looks like a smokestack to me. Engine? No, I'm gonna shut up. I know nothing about large boats. Let's see here. I think I want a gold and a violet tree here too. Gold and violet are colors that Una does not
Drop
like.
by drop. That's how life slips away.
Which means I feel like I should be encouraged to grow them here. And we'll spend a lot of time just waiting out, well, a lot of time. We're going to spend the rest of this cycle just waiting outside Morridge.
You're wasting your soul.
Ola wants gold and violet, so this should give us enough to fill her first heart tomorrow. Ira wants amber and gold, which we might be able to give her tomorrow too and fill one of her first hearts, if everything goes well. Okay, so the rest of this, we don't have to, I don't think there was any other color here, so we can just not really worry about finding saplings or fireflies or the like. But let's take a quick peek around and see if we notice anything else here. I like the music to this area too. Oh! Okay, we get kicked out apparently. Alright, so let's take out the silver from us at the moment. We're going to want silver for tomorrow when we speak to the sisters. And I don't think we're growing that much in any other location. We'll take all the amber that we have, though. Oh, I might want an emerald tree somewhere. Maybe we'll stop by Fog on the way up to Ima and grow a few trees there in preparation for the next cycle. Alright, so I think that's good. We'll have recovered most of the Nerva that we spent fighting the Pangolin today. Oh, actually, we're going to want to convert more azure. So let's just grab all of this and hold on to it in us. Actually, we can only hold another 100-something, right? Oh, that should be good. Okay, let's just let time tick. And we'll let this cycle run out. This has been a very exciting cycle with us fighting the Pangolin today. And I'm glad we were able to do it. Where are you going, brother? Patriarch's heading back home.
Why aren't you coming?
Ola, I am! Oh, I fully intend to, Ola. We're going to attempt it tomorrow. We'll attempt it tomorrow. Okay, let's also take a peek at our colors. Make sure that we have enough in us to finish out the current cycle, and make sure that we're doing well with the colors we're converting. We can hold another 100 gold, and we're going to probably want to do that. Since we just grew a gold tree, we will have the color that we need in our lympha to give color to the sisters tomorrow very efficiently. We grew a violet tree, so we're going to have enough inspiration to fill our hearts with violet. So if we grow more trees tomorrow, so we might as well just keep converting. I'm not envisioning doing any combat tomorrow, so we'll continue to convert a little more emerald. And then we keep converting azure. We got to get all the azure out of our lympha, since I'm expecting to have too much azure in the void tomorrow. You know, speaking of that, what is the colors out here? Oh, I guess we can take a look at how some of this might work now. So I know that the colors here that are shown, the negatives associated with having all this color, doesn't affect you in any way. But I don't know if the colors shown here will appear in the void. It would seem as if we're going to see azure and emerald based on the numbers that I see listed here show up tomorrow. So we'll try to pay attention to this as we go forward. Some other things really quick, I guess, now that we can talk about here, is that here we could have seen all the brothers and their portraits very early on, though we couldn't see what it was that they had said to us, the last bit of conversation that they each had. But if you want to track down what each of the different brothers, what their names are, and the last things that they've said to you, you can view them here. And the same thing for the sisters as well. Oh, Echo's one of the only sisters who has 4 letters in her name. And we've met all the other sisters except... Well, actually, no, we have not. Oh, I remember Ira. I remember her now that I see her portrait. She's the redhead. Right, I like her chamber. We'll hopefully see it tomorrow. And I never met Yanni before. She also looks like she's a young sister, but I don't think how old they look relates to how long they've existed in the void. And I think there might be one more sister that I'm not able to see here. I want to say there's another that acts like Echo and floats around in the void. Right, technically Echo happened this cycle too, so holy crap, there's been a whole lot that happened today. Alright, well, let's just let time tick by, everyone. We're all done with this cycle. That's a bit bad where Tyrant's going. Oh, no, it's not. Never mind. We don't care about that. He's not going over here to Bridge, which is what I'm really worried about. I hear one of them draining more color. Oh, Whaler's leaving again, so he might be going over to Caves. But we should be able to beat him there. Keep converting more and more color. Let's drain ourselves out of all the violet we have. And we'll let the rest of these colors drain a little more slowly at the moment by combining them into singular hearts. Alright, guys, so that will do it for this episode. This was fun. And I suppose I should also quickly say that I've now reached the same point that I had in Cycle 14, Or, well, very, very close to it. In that, on cycle 12 there, I had beaten the Pangolin. And then I arrived at Ola's, I think the cycle after that. So, I'm doing a little better now than I had then. But if there's anything new that's going to happen, aside from meeting Ola and Ira tomorrow, assuming we can indeed do that, or plan my route to do so efficiently, I won't know what it is. In which case, I think starting in the next cycle, I'm going to start making guesses as to what's actually going on. So I'll share my thoughts upon what I think the Void is and what it represents, along with all the sisters and some of the design decisions I think that they did and so on. But we're about to end this cycle, so thank you all for watching.
Violent. Violent.
Oh my god, even...
It's taboo to call this place death or void. To listen to the heretical lies of sisters begging you to aid their rapture is taboo. To believe that there is a better world than this is taboo.
Man. You can't even say certain things according to the brothers. Their beliefs must be vastly different than the sisters in order to end it polarizing in that regard, in that they can't stand what the sisters are even suggesting. And they don't want us using their names for things. Alright, well, thank you all for watching. Looks like we have a ton of Violet again. So we really need to get to Ola. She's the only... yeah. Ola and Av and Yanni are the ones who want Violet, who we haven't filled the second heart of yet. Ava does too, so we could potentially begin filling Ava's third heart, if we so desire, at the risk of damaging her realm some more. But let's stop here. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you all in the next one. Take care, everyone.